welcome back to the channel. I have some progress, nothing finished yet, but I'm actually wearing something that I made, so I thought I'd show you. This is the Basic Stitch sweater by, I got it from the Hobbii, Hobbii website. I didn't know anything about neck shaping. I did it exactly as they prescribed, but I decided once it was finished and I could tear it out, but I'm not doing all that. If I ever make it again, I know that I need to do some on the back, some short rows to make the neck fit better because it's quite boxy. It's also quite warm. I used a really bulky yarn. Was it homespun? I don't remember. I don't have it now. I made this last winter, right at the end of winter, and it's been put away for the last few months because it's been summertime. But I love it. It's kind of cropped. I love it. It's got, I think it's a 1x1 rib on the top and on the hem, and then it's got like a pattern of double crochets. I'm over here, can't see me. Double crochets, and I think there's some back posts. Is there some back posts? I honestly don't remember. It's so long ago. I thought there was, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh no, there was X's. The double crochets crossed each other. That's what happened. Oh my goodness. I'm doing this in my bedroom because everybody's out there playing games and having a good time, and I'm just like trying not to be in their way. So we'll start with my husband's sock. I think I showed that I got all the way to the toes on the other sock, and I put a little bit more, got around the heel, and I put a little bit more on this, but I haven't really done a whole lot, like maybe a round or two. It hasn't even hardly been worked on. Because then I was working almost solidly on my ranunculus, and which doesn't look like there's a lot of progress here, but that's where I left off with the last video. Or was that with the last video? And we're here now. I'm still not finished with the yoke. Hopefully we'll get there soon. I also did some work on something I haven't touched in a little while. Let me get it out of the bag. Excuse me. So this is made, the Bordeaux Nights. This is made with Big Twist Menagerie. It's a light 3, and forgive my unprofessional filming. I am not a professional. At the last time I talked about this, I had to put it down to come home and find the other yarn that I needed to use because I didn't realize I had to switch yarn. And I was like, well, I'm going to give it a couple rows and see if I actually like it. And if not, I'm just going to do the whole shirt in this. But after adding it, I actually really like that. It's fuzzy and it's almost exactly the same type of colors. So it matches, but it also looks different enough to do make the intended visual, because it's supposed to be, well, in her picture, in her sample, she did a lighter body and a slightly darker top, and I think the sleeves and the ruffle at the end of the top is also intended to be in the same yarn. I decided to go with this fuzzy yarn. I don't know what it's called. It didn't come with a band. I got this from Temu. Like, I was like, oh, everybody's sharing all these videos with their cool Temu hauls. And I didn't really like the idea of Temu, but I thought I would try it out. So I did. I placed one order. My granddaughter's red sweater that I made her for her birthday is also yarn I got from Temu. I don't know much about it, but this is what I got. I got 6 of these, so I have plenty to do lots of things with. But that's what that's gonna, I've just gotta go 10. I think I got 10 more rounds of the 2. So one pass, and then the second pass equals 1 round, basically. Not really 1 round, but you do both of those a bunch more times, basically. I don't know how to word things. But that's where I'm at with that one. I'm super excited. It's definitely past summer, but it'll be ready for next summer. And I've also been putting a little bit of attention into my blanket. And this is the blanket that's going to be king size for my queen size bed, because I prefer a king size on my queen size bed so that it's enough coverage. I just feel like it's not big enough width wise. I have, let me see if I can find it where I left off, or where I started from when I got home, because I didn't mark it when I left off, but I did mark it right before I started so that I could see my progress, which isn't much because I'm on a section where it's I'm far enough out that it's taking forever to get anywhere. Oh, here it is. So here's the mark. I've only made not even a whole round, because this was the second side of the, or third. I don't know. It's big though. It's got quite a bit of size already. I don't know how long it'll be until it's big enough. It's not yet. It's definitely, once I get wide enough, or almost wide enough, I'm gonna start making it so that I do 1 pass with like on the side, just to get me up to the top or bottom or whatever, and then I'll lengthen it with the same pattern, so it'll be like single crochet along the sides. I don't know. It'll be like single crochet along one side, along both the sides of the width sides, and the length sides are going to be in the same pattern as this until it's finished. That's the plan. That could change. It depends on how that works out. I have that's all I have that I've worked on. Also, my allergies. Sorry about the, allergies. They're horrible. And they're only getting worse because I keep picking up cats. They're just so cute. So this yarn, I have a crochet along that I want to work on. And this yarn is going to, it's not going to be what I work on it with, because this is meant for my granddaughter's Christmas present. And she picked this yarn. She saw this yarn instantly the first time she came over after I got it, and said, I want something in this yarn. So I have 6 of these. That's enough to make a child's sweater. It's not really a sweater. It's got sleeves, and so it's like, it's a long sleeve, but it doesn't look like it's super warm, like warm enough to call a sweater. It's a crochet along for Stitch is doing it. I mentioned her, I think, in either my previous video or the one before. And I'll tag her again, just in case anybody's interested in checking her out and seeing what the crochet along is about. It's an Olga, I forget her last name. But she talks all about it. She's, specifically, I'll also tag her as well, but she specifically tells you who she is and what the pattern is. And I think she's planning on starting it more towards the end of this month. So there's time. Meanwhile, I got to find a yarn that I want to make it in, that I'm going to make it in my size first. That way I know what it entails and see how easy it is to modify into a smaller sweater for a child. So that's the plan with that. What else? I've got some other ideas. None of them are really going anywhere yet. I want to start the Alice in Wonderland crochet along. I have not found yarn in my stash that I find suitable, so I may have to buy some, but I really don't want to if I don't have to. I'm trying to hold off on that. I've been trying really hard not to just like buy yarn all the time, because I really want to, but I gotta be responsible. I don't have room for more yarn anyway. I could, it's subjective if you have room. Like, are you willing to fill your entire closet with yarn so that when you open it, it cascades out? I might be, but my husband would not appreciate that. So, so I don't really have room for more yarn. But that's one thing I want to find the yarn for to start. And then there was something else that recently that I really wanted to start. And I'm not sure what it is now. I have to look at, I think I wrote it down or saved it somewhere, but I have to look. Other than that, I think that's about it. If I can find a little clip of Little Man, I will add it to the back of this, to the end of this video. But I haven't really taken a lot of videos of him recently because we're at home, and when he goes out, he just goes in the weeds and plays. And the weeds are taller than him, surprisingly. Almost 200-pound dog, and he gets lost in the tall weeds. It's funny. Every now and then you see his tail poke out. So I don't get a lot of clips of him at home unless I intentionally make it happen. And I've always been the kind of person who forgets that you should take pictures of people and things, because I'm too busy seeing it and enjoying it as it is. And then I'm like, oh, I wish I'd have got a picture of that. I've always been one of those people. So with that, I will let you go. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I'll see you in the next one.